Today on Breakout Boxing Spotlight, a man of few words but many punches. Ant Mills is going for 10-0 and for his first title defense against Unknown, a man who he has had many verbal exchanges with. It seems like this fight is heating up even more than we had supposed, and it seems like Ant Mills is here to tell the story as the most active breakout fighter on the roster. As today, on Breakout Boxing Spotlight, we talk to Ant Mills! Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again breakout time, and today we are joined by one of our breakout boxing champions, our lightweight champion, Ant Mills, who is going to be fighting Unknown on Breakout 04 New World Order. It's very noisy outside today, but we had to make it here for Ant Mills because he is our guy. What's up, Ant Mills? How you doing? And how we feeling?
I'm doing good, feeling good.
That sounds good. Listen, there's been a lot of talk between you and your opponent. Actually, I'm not sure about that because he hasn't really said that much or given you that much online yet. It only's been the past couple of days when he's been talking to you. So, Unknown in this fight, we're just going to jump right off the bat. How is it different compared to your other fights? Because we know that this fight is a special one because not only is it your first title defense, you will be going 10-0 if you win. So, how does it feel to be fighting Unknown, and how do you feel about him going into the fight right now?
Fuck. How do I answer this? Honestly, I don't know how to answer that, bro. I don't even, I can't even think about. Wait, what did you just ask me?
I was asking you, what do you feel about your opponent Unknown, and how are you feeling about this fight just
Okay,
after
my
the last few months?
yeah. Nah. I think Unknown. I think it's a good fight, like mentally, because like I got someone that's, he's not an idiot. Like he's got morals and shit. He's not gonna cross certain lines. Like I spoke to him a couple times, but mentally it is like a good thing to test myself with because he's gonna say some fucked up shit and all of that. So he's not gonna say things like Zay said or Thomas said, they're like good kids, they're gonna keep it PG and shit. He's not keeping it PG. So
So it seems like he's crossing boundaries. He's crossing lines.
yeah,
And
nothing crazy though. Nothing crazy though.
would you
No,
say
I
that
don't
is
hate him.
fueling you for your fight?
It's it's fueling me, but I'm also not taking it too personal because I don't want to fight off emotions.
That sounds good. Listen, obviously, you are defending your title for the very first time. You won the Tournament of Power. You defeated Zay. Unfortunately, you were not able to fight AJ Redwood, so you fought Thomas the Spartan instead. You're now going up against Unknown. First title defense. How does it feel that Unknown's your first title defense, number one? And number two, how do you feel about being that champion? Because I'm telling you right now, man, it's great to see you be the champ.
Yeah, nah, appreciate it. I'm grateful to be Breakout's champ, but yeah, nah, honestly, I don't care about who's my first title defense. I wanted it to be Zach or Yaze, but Yaze has a tough fight, so he's got to focus on that. And Zach, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Zach. Zach, I really wanted to fight him. He talked a lot of shit, so I gave him the opportunity to let his nuts hang, and he tucked his nuts back into his balls and his ass. So yeah, it is what it is. You gotta take what's the only shit that's available.
Listen, Ant, you are the most active fighter on the Breakout roster. We are on the fourth event for Breakout Boxing, and you are fighting on it once again. You are the only fighter to Zuzo. Obviously, it was supposed to be you and Dizo, but unfortunately, Dizo had an accident when I was unable to make the fight. You are now going to be 10-0 if you win this fight. What does this fight mean to you in that sense? First title defense, 10-0. Breakouts most active champion and fighter.
It means a lot because my goal is my whole thing is if I'm doing this, then to be more active than anybody else because time isn't on anybody's side. You don't know how long this is going to be around for. So, unlike everybody else, I just take advantage of all my opportunities and it's fun. So like why wouldn't I want to do this? It's around the corner, flights aren't that much. Like what else could you really ask for? Like I enjoy doing this and I enjoy being active and it's something that separates me from the rest of the entire scene pretty much.
I would 100% agree with that. You mentioned something a couple of minutes ago. You mentioned your first title defense wanting to be Yaze or Zach. You obviously have a big future here at Breakout Boxing. You are one of our fighters, champion, active fighters. What do you see yourself in the future for your future at Breakout Boxing, your boxing career at large, and who would you like to fight next after Unknown?
All right, so let's dissect this question. What I see myself in the future with Breakout, I definitely see myself continuing to work with you guys. I do feel like you guys will um get everything like official. At some point you guys take this pretty serious. So I do see you guys getting a commission to work with and shit. So if that's the case, I obviously won't fight for Breakout forever, but I do want to be a part of Breakout forever. So, when you guys take that step, I still like to be part of the team, whether I'm fighting or not, because I do have aspirations for boxing, whether it's influencer or fucking just amateur or professional role. I do want to keep boxing. But yeah, like I said, I want to be part of Breakout forever, not just fighting. And who I want to fight next, I got a couple options. I still want Zach if Zach's fat ass can lose his titties and make weight. I do want Yaze if he wins his fight and doesn't lose and go on a fucking two fight skid. And I want LeBang.
Lubang?
Lou Bang. Yeah,
Lubang.
man. He's got all these fucking stipulations and shit talking about we gotta go to the UK. I respect any man that fights me and shit, but like what the fuck, bro? Like you just make yourself look like a bitch. We can do this shit on Breakout '05 and you over here talking about UK and shit. Like I don't even got a fucking passport. Like why the fuck would I go to the UK to fight someone who's fucking 6 hours away? Like it's just that I'm not gonna call him a bitch, but that's that bitch shit.
Listen, you're calling a few people out. You're saying that Zach needs to lose his titties. You're saying that Liu Bang needs to stay in the U.S. And you're saying that Yaze needs to win his fight. Those are all good answers. But let's look outside the scene because obviously a lot of people are trying to break out. It is breakout boxing. That is the title of the promotion. We want to break out and get our stars to bigger and better places. When it comes
Break
to
out and get
misfits
naked.
fighters, when it comes to all these people in the future, is there any big names that you want to call out right now? Because if anyone knows you from Twitter, you have argued with some big names and obviously have some big things coming down the road for you.
Yeah, I want at some point I do want Argentinian what the fuck?
Argentinian King.
Argentinian Queen and I want Pulley the Queef.
Pulley to Queef
Them
and
two right
Argentine.
there.
Yeah. That's a good answer. Listen, Pulley and
Yeah.
Argentinian King, listen, you got a good fight on your hands with Ant Mills. But listen, like I got two questions before we get out of here. Ant Mills, you're a man of many things, but you are someone who does not show fear. Is there anything that you are afraid of in this scene or in life in general?
Um yeah, every time I go into a fight, I'm always fearing the like what reality really is.
Mm-hmm.
I can get hit the wrong way and fucking get knocked out and shit. I always fear that, but fear is what drives me. That's what makes me not want to lose. So like I kind of if you see me before my fights, I'm always like shaking and shit. Like it's a lot to take in, even though it's just exhibition fights. It's still a lot to take in, but yeah, that fear is what drives me. So I like mentally prepare myself. I get to the point where it's like I can't lose this fight. Like there's no possible way I could lose this fight. And that's just the mindset I get into. And like I just don't accept losing. And when I feel like I'm getting out of touch with the fight, I don't know. I just feel like I got that dog in me, and I always reach in, and I always come through. I always win.
And
But yeah,
listen,
other than that, I fear God as well.
fearing God and fearing other things as well. Listen, and obviously, you're a badass motherfucker, bro. And
Yeah, man.
you'll
I'm
see you
just
fight on Breakout 04, and I'm very excited for that. I have one more question for you. There's a lot of people out in the audience every single fight that wants to believe that you're going to lose. Zay Castro, Thomas the Spartan, maybe even Diesel too. Those three gentlemen you fought, you're going into unknown. What do you have to say to the haters out there who constantly doubt you across every single fight, even though you seem to prove them wrong?
it's just the same shit, different day. You know, everybody's got a whole lot of dick and gooch in their mouth. Everybody's gonna say the same shit the next man's saying. You know, like that's just how it is. How social media works. Everybody want to grab onto each other's tails and shit and dick ride each other. Like it is what it is. All of them could eat a dick. And at the end of the day, they're still gonna watch whether I win or lose or win, draw, no contest, DQ. It doesn't fucking matter. They're tuning in and they're gonna keep tuning in. They know my name. They keep talking about my name. And it is what it is. Everybody can eat a dick.
Well, that's a good answer, Ant Mills. But listen, you can see him fight for his title, defending it for the very first time against Unknown on Breakout 04, New World Order. Eventbrite tickets are live now. So if you want to come watch us in person, go purchase your tickets now. But you can't join us 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 28th for our pre recorded live stream. This has been Breakout Boxing once again with Ant Mills. We will see you at the fights.